I look at little Adam and I see his mother and the promise that I made her to raise our son the way that she would want.
Would she want you raising your son to be a drunk?
Look, the court is well aware that I had a problem with alcohol. I'm sober now.
Good for you. But we've heard it before. You announced you were sober not long before your son required emergency medical care after drinking a glass of scotch you left sitting out.
An accident.
Oh, like the time you were supposed to be watching little Adam and he fell into a pool and nearly drowned?
Look, I made mistakes, okay? Mistakes. Maybe I started drinking again, but I got evidence that Dr. David Hayward...
Please, Mr. Chandler, don't blame someone else for your inability to stay away from alcohol. Is it true you kidnapped your grandson?
I took him on vacation.
Oh. Well, your grandson returned without you because you were hospitalized.
Oh, that's hardly relevant.
What was wrong with you?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, upon your return, you drove your car into a tree.
Your Honor.
Allowed.
Were you drinking?
No.
Were you distracted?
No.
A small animal, perhaps.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yes. No, I was just, I'm sure.
Has that been a problem lately?
Now, Your Honor, this is outside the scope.
I'll allow it.
Mr. Chandler, how old is your grandson?
4. No, 5.
Well, which is it? 4, 5? You sure it isn't 6?
I know how old my grandson is. I just, for the moment,
Dad.
Call the paramedics.
Dad. Dad, are you okay?
Adam, can you hear me?
Hello?
get back in there. It's going our way.
I'm not so sure, Dad.
Little Adam will be home tonight. Mark my words. Colby. You'll do it?
Yeah, sure, but you can't go to the hospital alone.
Call Erica.
Okay. Okay. That was too much. Stark went too far.
Don't feel sorry for that vulture, Crystal. What's important is the judge finally saw Adam as he really is. Less than sharp, less than honest. Certainly not worthy of providing a healthy home for our grandson.
Your Honor, given his father's collapse, I'd like to request an additional 10-minute recess so my client can collect himself.
Your client looks just fine. We will proceed. Mrs. Hayward, you may take the stand. Mrs. Hayward.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Here we go.
All right. I can do it myself.
We know. We got a doc watching. I'm just trying to look good. That's it.
Thank you, Brock. I'll take it from here. Well, the preliminary exam shows nothing.
I had nothing but coffee for breakfast and the stress of the hearing.
Oh, that is understandable. But you were hospitalized in Philadelphia.
That has nothing to do with this.
Well, but it does raise concerns. I would like to have the records of your stay there in the hospital.
Well, that wouldn't do any good. Because there's nothing wrong with Adam, not then and not now.
This is none of your business.
Why would Adam fake all of this?
My goodness, why on earth does Adam ever do anything that Adam does?
Whatever happened in the courtroom, it seemed very real to the EMTs, so I'd like to keep you for observation.
That is not necessary.
I'm your doctor. I say it is.
Really, Joe, Adam is fine.
Erica, in spite of your many accomplishments, you are not a doctor. You weren't even there. I need to run some tests.
Well, just let me take Adam home. I promise I'll stop by the Valley Inn with him. I promise I will give him a 5-course meal.
Well, I don't know what's going on here, but let me put it this way. If something were wrong with Adam, wouldn't it be better to find out now?
But Adam doesn't want any tests.
And wouldn't you feel better knowing he's all right?
All right, I won't argue. But you're not going to find anything wrong with Adam because he's fine. He's just being Adam.
Hope you're right.
Just call me if you need anything.
What are you doing?
Everything's going exactly as planned.
Well, except for the part I understand when you were confused by that lawyer's question.
I was never confused.
Well, Colby told me that you were flustered. You forgot little A's age.
I'm a big picture man. Big.
Yeah. And everybody saw it, Adam. The judge saw it. Everybody there in the courtroom saw it. Hey, Adam, would you please stop being so pig-headed and just ask for help?
I asked. You're here. If I could just find my blasted phone.
Let me see. Here.
Thanks.
What's so important you have to have your phone this very minute?
Right on time.
Crystal's on the stand.
Good girl.
I found
Can you
Little
hear
A
her?
on the floor.
alone, pain.
I can hear just fine, sweetheart.
And you discovered he'd ingested a glass of scotch. Is that right?
Yes.
Adam, what is going on?
Grandson was so great, you and your husband sought custody because you believed you could provide little Adam with a more stable and nurturing environment. Is that correct?
Miss Hayward, you gave this testimony under oath.
I understand.
Then it is your belief that your grandson's best interest lies with you and Dr. Hayward raising him.
Why isn't she answering?
Mrs. Hayward,
Come on, Crystal.
You've answered this question before. I'll ask you again. You believe you and Dr. Hayward should raise your grandson. Isn't that right?
No, that isn't right.
Your Honor.
That was just the beginning.
Confused, clearly. She's finally making some sense.
I'd like a short recess.
Actually, I'd like to hear what she has to say.
Order in this court.
Your Honor, my wife is obviously not feeling well.
Why is she still popping pills? Hardly apparent
Crystal,
material.
please tell her you made a mistake.
Gentlemen, you will both sit down, or you will spend the rest of this proceeding sharing a cell. Mrs. Hayward, your answer created quite an uproar. Perhaps you would care to enlighten the court as to why you now think that you and your husband should not be granted custody of your grandson.
Because David Hayward is not the man that you think he is.